it's been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Forever.
Right. What the fuck? Why can't we fucking write a book about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There needs to be something out there that just talks about just the common similarities between generations, right?
Yeah.
That we just deal with. Cash management.
Yeah.
Addiction.
Yeah.
Fucking
Hit it head on.
relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just this all these things.
Yeah.
That I get each person
I
they
think
deal
it would-
with they deal with all types of it's everyone. We all like to think that we're like very unique, right? Where everyone's unique, everyone's different, and this, that, and other.
Right.
But the situations that we all deal with are all the
Very
same
similar.
kind of same.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
right. Same build.
I wasn't too sure how I'd feel when if any of my daughters wanted to get in the restaurant business, and that actually happened last year. My oldest got a job at a restaurant in Chesapeake. I wasn't excited.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with
It's
you.
that-
I
it's
was
that
not
thought.
excited. Yeah.
What's the
thought
thought
of that?
the
That
past?
I mean, a lot of things, a lot of young girls going that I've seen in the Rockefellers. Things have happened, but I was not excited. Did I let her move forward with it?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I thought it was something that she could learn from and experience and deal with people, different people every day, assholes, nice people, management, that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I was not excited about it.
What restaurant was it?
Angie's restaurant out in Chesapeake. It's a very family-styled old restaurant. It's actually very nice.
Okay.
She worked. She was bussing tables. She gave it up about 3 or 4 months in.
So a friend of mine, actually the lady that I rent the shop from for the Kung Fu Kitchen.
Yeah.
So her daughter, same thing, recently just went to college.
Oh wow.
I think she might. No, she's in ECU. She was going to go to ODU, but now she's in ECU.
Yeah, that's a big party school.
So, hey, Karen.
aren't they all?
Yeah, but
they are part
they
of
just
schools?
made they're number 2 in the country.
Oh,
So,
that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
That's,
At ECU.
Yeah.
Oh, who's number one?
Number 1 is I believe not Ohio State. It's
Somewhere out in the middle of fucking
It's
nowhere.
West Virginia University.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Number one.
Morgantown.
Number 1's West Virginia.
Morgantown.
Ohio State, I think, is 10 or 8 or. Trust me, I'm following these. I don't want to see ODU on that fucking list.
Yeah. Tom yanking you. You're out.
I'm not gonna lie.
But- Yeah,
Back in
that's-
2007, ODU probably was real close.
No joke, man.
That's when I started. You know what I mean? That was like,
I feel like all the schools are just they're pretty live. Oh, but so back to the point. So Karen's daughter, she got a job at AJ Gators over in Moyoc.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
and,
know where that is.
And then so same age, same thing.
Yeah.
And then, Karen's like saying the same thing because she worked down at the oceanfront back in like the 80s. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay.
So she knows there's that idea of like, and then the cocaine was prevalent. You know, it's just like everything's
like
so
you
dusty
said,
down
a
there.
different time.
Yeah, it's different eras.
Yeah, different era. Yeah.
But she saw, and she would work, a 4 or 5 hour shift, come home with like $150.
Yeah.
I was like, this is great.
It is great.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. Who's she going to meet? What
Yeah.
decisions she's going to make?
yeah, that's also life, though. too.
That's life. You
know what I'm saying?
You read my mind right there.
Because
You
as soon as- as
you
soon as-
can't avoid that. You
And we
cannot
can't stop
avoid
it.
You can't avoid it.
You can all you can do is guide, give love, and
Yeah.
then hope for the best.
Yeah.
and step in when you need to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
That moment comes, you know what's up.
Yeah.
You give,
absolutely.
You give Uncle Chris a call. I got you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You got to be wide open with them. And nowadays,
Right.
to your
That's
Wide
it.
open's the truth. Yeah.
that's how I've raised all my kids. I've been
Mm-hmm.
wide open with them in regards to what I've done in the past and what I've struggled with, what I haven't struggled with.
Right.
And I've been very open with everything. And I'll tell you a funny story. I bring Riley a printer to her dorm room. And she's got 2 roommates. One of the other roommates was there. And I looked at him. I said, "So, you guys been to any parties yet?" and the roommate goes, "No, we haven't." And Riley looks at me. "Yeah, we've been to a whole bunch of them."
No
And the roommate goes, "Oh, I didn't know we were being truthful."
Yeah.
See,
It's
so
bad
No
shit,
shit.
dude.
so she was hiding it, and Riley's like, "Hell yeah, we've been some." So that that's where I'm
Right,
at,
yeah, yeah.
with my
So-
kids.
You'd rather have I'd imagine,
I'd rather
as a
have
parent,
that.
you have the information.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's a win.
You know what I mean?
That's a big
just,
win.
Just
That's-
hearing that
yeah,
story,
yeah.
that's a win.
Because I'm sure, just like the same thing as you being, in the group of the CEOs and going to a bar, right? Being able to handle yourself,
Right.
By
Absolutely.
you being wide open as a parent.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Giving that information, that knowledge to your kid. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And having them being able to make their own decisions and knowing that they're smart fucking people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Them being like, you know what? That's not my type of party.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
Like,
she's not
that's-
going to feel any bad way about it.
Yeah, she's like,
Right.
you know, you guys go for it. I'm good.
I can tell you a story about this. Is I think last year. It was when I came by. We had that bottle of bullet bourbon.
Oh yeah. Well,
So-
I remember the beginning of it. No, I'm
So,
kidding.
but we were talking about,
Yeah.
you know, so Riley had you guys were out of town.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm outing her right now, and Monica's going to listen.
That's
We're
fine.
in trouble.
I
Hey,
don't know.
Riley, sorry. Hey, Monica.
We do have an editor here.
Hey,
right?
Monica. So, but the thing is that, you know, they were going out of town, and Henry knew that. You know what I mean? And then it was a weekend, and then she's in high school, and they got a pretty nice house. You know what I mean?
1 second.
Yeah.
Do I need to edit this out?
I don't think so.
I think it's passed long enough that nothing happened though.
Nothing happened.
Nothing
No,
happened.
I think you're okay. Roll with it.
Yeah, I think
okay,
it's good.
Cool. You're good.
But so nothing happened though. So, but Henry says, you know, I know you're probably gonna have people over because we're gonna go out of town. You know what I mean? I don't want I don't want to come back and your mother be upset about this. So listen to me. Just be responsible about it.
Yeah.
Invite people over that are cool. Don't let other idiots come over here. And if there's any issues, I have people on dial that will come over there and wreck shop. You know, basically. If you need,
I was thinking of a different story. That's why I said editor. So-
yeah. No, but that was it. And then so
Yeah.
I think some people. She had some people over.
She did. She had a
like
pretty
a
big
pseudo
party, yeah.
pseudo party. You know, at the house. You know, good amount of
Yeah.
people, but people that were respectable didn't wreck the house.
Yeah.
I think maybe one thing was wrong, but nothing really crazy. And
You know, I got really pissed off because some dude hit all my remotes to all my TVs.
hit him.
Hit them throughout the house. So I got back. I'm like, where the fuck is my
Fuck
remote?
that guy.
I still haven't found one of them.
Seriously?
One of the fucking remotes was a $300 remote. It's like one of those universal ones.
So he
I
probably
found
stole
that.
him.
What's
Or
that?
you did find it.
No, the guy, he put one in like my pantry upstairs with all the blankets. I mean, I was like, that is the funniest fucking prank I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna do that to one of my boys.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm gonna go to his house and fucking just hide all of his remotes. I mean, how pissed off?
A year later, there's this fucking thing, motherfucker.
And then Riley told me who he was, and she's like, yeah, he works up at the 7-Eleven. I was so fucking tempted to go up there and just smack the kid in the face. But
Start going to 7-Elevens and just
actually, it was Dunkin' Donuts. He worked at Dunkin' Donuts.
even better.
Well, but so this is the thing. So not only were you protecting your daughter in that situation, but you're
Yeah.
definitely protecting your house. Because in my high school years, back in these Rockefeller days,
Yeah.
I would go to like parties in Bay Colony and shit like that, and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh God, what have you done? What has this kid done?"
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You've like let everybody hear.
Yeah.
You have a DJ there. There's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everybody's fucked up, throwing shit, like throwing up, and like
Yeah.
the house is wrecked, and it's like, oh
But
man.
you know, I guess the point we're going is if you're open with your kid and you allow them to do stuff,
Yeah.
you demand respect.
Right.
That's what I've always done.
Right.
You know, this is your house. Do not fuck with your house.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't care if you know. I don't really care if you get a little crazy, but just respect where you live and
Right.
respect what we do for you. So
100%.
That's what I've always done.
Being adult about it.
Very much so. I think having that conversation is part of it. I think that helps a lot. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's the same way. The same thing about like talking to like staff. You know what I mean? Like when I go with my leadership and I speak to my staff about our bar. You know what I mean? Because they're like my kids. You know what I mean? Like I speak to that same point. This is your fucking house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Respect your fucking house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you don't respect this house, you
You're
don't have
move-
to. You don't have to
You gotta-
fucking be
you
here.
gotta-
You're moving
you gotta
out.
move out. Yeah,
You're moving
that's
out,
it.
Right?
That's
it.
it.
That's the way it goes. You know what I mean? Like if you give a shit, you know what I mean? I give a shit about you. Give a shit about this place.
Right.
And then
Right.
everything's cool. I don't need you to give a shit about me. I need you to give a shit about this place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's something like, you know, with management, and I say that, you know, when I have my meetings, I talk to everybody. Look, first and foremost, my job is to protect this business and make sure that it makes money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My second, you know, focus is that I need to protect the people that are here, that are working hard, that want to, you know, help this place grow. And if you're on the other side of that situation, you're going to affect those people and their money, then you got to go.
And
That's
their
it.
kids and their, you know,
Yeah, it's their whole life.
I mean, it goes right down the line.
Yeah, this
you know.
this business is, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we talk about like sometimes when we're working, we're busy. You know, bartending,
Yep.
we're not checking the pot every time to see if we made enough money. The goal is to make sure that we're doing it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then the money comes later.
being efficient. Yeah.
Being efficient, making sure that we take care of everybody the best we can. So for me, I look at it as like, you know, that restaurant, you know, and that responsibility. You know this, and then you know this. We are responsible not just for the restaurant, but all these people's lives, like you said.
Yep.
Like this is how they feed their kids. This is how they get their kids to school tomorrow.
Right.
This is how they pay for their clothes. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, restaurant first. I got to take care of that so we can take care of everybody else.
Yeah.
And then second, I got to take care of the people that are taking care of this place.
Right.
And then anybody else on the outside of that spectrum,
Right.
you got to go.
I mean, I have
That's it.
16 employees, but I really have 42.
Right.
If you really look at it. Because
Right.
Their wife, their 2 kids, or their 1 kid. I mean,
Yeah.
you really, when you have employees, you just usually times that by 3, and that's who you're really feeding.
Yeah, it's a huge
You-
responsibility.
You're just not feeding 100 people. You're feeding 350 people.
Right.
400 people, or
Right.
whatever the situation they might be in.
Right.
So it's a big trickle down effect, and you have to take that. You have to take it that way. You got to take it very, very serious. I've always taken that very serious in my my leadership roles.
Mm-hmm.
If someone steals from me, I take that personally.
Yeah.
I take it personally, but I take it personally for my employees too.
100%.
For my other employers that are working hard and doing what they need to do
Right.
every day. So because it's not just affecting them, it's affecting their kids. And when you mess with someone's kids, that's when it should get serious.
Yeah, 100%.
Stealing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Can I do something real quick? So
Sure.
I did this with Trey that one time, and I was like, this explain from here to there kind of situation. So when you started the business,
Yeah.
You're bartending, and
Yep.
you told me a short, a pretty quick version of this was great. If you could kind of do something
Talking
like
about the
that.
cowboy hat?
Well, it started with Danny, right? Or the
Oh, in regards to starting the company.
starting the company from
Yeah,
and how
yeah,
it
yeah.
becomes from nothing
Yeah.
to this whole big thing. And then so what is your yearly revenue there? Do you mind if I
The first year we did 36,000. Now we do 2.5 million.
Yeah.
So we've grown exponentially, but the whole back to the from here to there. My brother-in-law got laid off. He was
Right.
working for a trucking company that was delivering the Gatorades and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
We started Giese Courier, and then my idea was to do envelopes from the mortgage company to the courthouse to the real estate company.
Uh-huh.
I'd find the business, he would do the driving.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, I got Remax. It just wasn't really going anywhere.
right.
So then we got a call from a company based out of Chicago, started doing pharmaceuticals. And then they came to me and said, "What is cartage?" And I said, they said, "Do you know what cartage means?" And I said, "I have no." I said, "What is cartage?" So
Right.
cartage is an old 1940s, 1930s name for logistics,
Yeah.
transportation, point A to point B.
Uh-huh.
So they started shipping me freight, which is. I didn't even know what freight was, and I said, "How do I deliver this?" They said, "You got to rent a truck." So I went out,
Got a truck.
got a credit card, rented a truck, and
Yeah.
got a storage unit. And then we were just going to this location out in Norfolk, picking the freight up, bringing it back to the storage unit. You talk about not being cost effective. I mean, we were driving all the way to Norfolk to get freight, but
Yeah.
yeah. So it went from there, and then Danny was, our number one truck driver, and I was actually driving trucks, and my wife was dispatching. I fired her like 15 times a day. I mean, she was just fucking.
What
tough.
up, Monica?
Driving a truck is one of the most stressful things ever.
You're right.
Because you're pulling up to downtown Independence, and you got to make a delivery to the yard house.
Yeah.
You have to say, where am I going to go?
How do I park this thing?
How do I get to that point? It is so overwhelming.
Right.
And then you got your wife telling you what to do,
Which is
so
awful.
it was awful. So
can't imagine that.
I'd say you're fired. She'd be like, "Fuck you. Okay, that's fine. I'm going home." But wait, don't leave.
Just let me get to this place first.
Yeah, please,
That's funny.
So all that happened, but eventually we just started landing accounts and we started doing some military freight. It's really crazy because the freight world is very small,
Right.
small industry. So some people I got to know out of the company in Chicago, they went to another company, and then they brought us on over there, and then that's all she wrote. Now we have 180 customers, and we're just pumping out volume. It's pretty cool, But one of the best days, and Monica, I love you, but one of the best days is the day that she stopped working at the office, because waking up every day. You shower, you put your pants on, you put your shirt on.
Hey, what's up, Monica?
Hey, Monica, and then 45 minutes. Hey, Monica,
Hey, Monica.
and then she's at work all day, and then you're like, oh, Monica's like, okay, I'm going home.
Bye,
Okay,
Monica, I'll
and,
see you in 20 minutes.
See you in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And we get home, just like any other relationship
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
any kind of situation, you're gonna get sick of them.
Yeah.
So throughout that whole process, the 16 years, it was tough. Our relationship was tough, but we pushed through it.
Yeah.
She works from the home now. She does, she works a couple days a week. She does a hell of a job.
Yeah.
But it's a lot healthier.
That's cool, man.
So
Yeah, that's
but
definitely.
yeah, so that's a little timeline for you.
That's cool.
How it all happened. I mean, there was a lot of bumps in the road, a lot of great moments.
Right.
But No complaints, man.
I bet.
No complaints. I've no complaints. Wouldn't change anything.
So if I ask you this, then you look at bartenders now. It's like, how do you perceive that job?
I love it, man. I love it. I don't know. It's weird. Like before I came here, I went to longboards.
Yeah.